I'm currently planning for a wedding and starting to think about the next steps in my career and my life. And I essentially I would not be able to afford to be a PhD student if the House version of the tax bill goes through.
Matt Grobus is getting his PhD in biology from Princeton. He says he gets his $45,000 tuition waived in exchange for doing research and teaching classes. He also gets a $34,000 stipend from the university for living expenses. The free tuition and stipend is pretty standard for most PhD students. Currently, free tuition graduate students receive is not taxed, but the stipend is. But that could all change if the House's tax reform bill becomes law. It would make free tuition students like Grobus receive taxable income.
This pool of money that I essentially never see, and the only proof that it actually exists is a line on my financial disclosure every month. That money would suddenly become taxable.
Under the House bill, Grobus would be taxed as if he was earning nearly $80,000.
My taxes would increase by about $10,000.
Grobus says he even received an email from Princeton warning students about the possible change in the tax code and urging them to call lawmakers.
I think getting that email from the university hammered home how serious the issue is.
Members of the House Ways and Means Committee, which created the bill, debated the provision during a markup, but as of now, the provision remains. A spokeswoman for the committee told Circa the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act would ultimately help graduate students by creating more jobs. She added, graduate students, like all Americans, will be taxed at lower, simpler rates based on the compensation they receive, not based on the maze of costly deductions and exclusions Americans must navigate today. Grobus says if the tuition provision becomes law, it could discourage people from even considering a graduate degree.
It would make pursuing a PhD so unprofitable in the first place that I know that for some of my colleagues, they would kind of be the last straw.